Hi everyone, welcome to a pick a card reading for you guys. This is Awakened Souls. Thank you for visiting my channel. Today's topic is going to be your person. This is a romantic interest. Your person's feelings, thoughts, intentions, and upcoming actions towards you specifically, with time frames given with my timing oracle deck. We'll definitely be pulling some other oracles and things like that. So definitely stay tuned for your whole reading just to get all the details you need. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel so you can always get videos like these recommended to you. All right, so let's get right to your readings. We have 4 groups to pick from for you guys today. And again, this is timeless, so whenever you are seeing this or it's coming to you, it is meant for you. So definitely timing is not an issue in regards to when you see this. So when you see it, it is meant for you. Go to the pile that is resonating towards you. That can be your timestamp, the deck, or the crystal. Whatever is calling to you, that's usually the one that you're supposed to go to first. But yeah, I will see you at your reading. This is group 1 with this deck and crystal. Group 2, this deck and crystal. Group 3, deck and crystal. And group 4, deck and crystal. Ooh. Wow, I wonder if that's a sign. We'll find out. All right, so go ahead and pause, and I will see you at your reading. Hi, group 1. This is your reading if you picked this timestamp, this deck, or this crystal. Go ahead and put that there. And actually, we're going to go ahead first and pull from this deck. This is an I Love Myself Because deck, where this is about you, not your person. But then we'll get right to your person, okay? But yes, this is Awakened Souls. The topic today, and this is timeless, by the way, timeless. So whenever you're seeing it, it is meant for you. Whenever it's come to you, that's usually when it's for you. It's your person's thoughts, feelings, intentions, and we're going to look at the upcoming actions and get timing of when you can see those actions, depending on what they are. But yep, we'll go ahead and get right to your reading, group 1. So for today, or again, for your reading right now, your I love myself because is, let's see, this one's being stuck, so I wonder if I can underneath one. Okay. It is my power of loving. Let me see if I can pull this up closer. I accept my power and my self-love blooms with the energy of its support. I love that it is safe for me to express my power every day. So I wonder if there is a message in that for you in regards to your power. I wonder if you kind of feel powerless without your person. So I'm going to put that over there. But let's get right to it. Let's go and see. What I want to do also as well first is get your person's feelings. And I like doing that through the Love Letters Tarot, Oracle deck, because I feel it's much more clear than going through the tarot cards in terms of like, you just want to know exactly what your person is saying. All right, so, and this is pulling on current energies. This is also a collective reading, so if there are cards that come out that don't feel like they connect with you, it is, again, pulling on anyone and everyone in all space and time that comes to this channel and comes to this specific reading. So, your person, group 1, love letter. Let's see what pops out. And also, if you would like a more personalized reading, I am available. You can find my information in the description box below. I Want to Marry You One Day jumped out first. And I'm just going to pull a few. You make all my dreams come true. I can't be the person you need me to be right now. So I wonder if there's a few of you that are in separation, or maybe you're not, and they're just kind of like not stepping up like you're wanting them to. I keep seeing your name everywhere. And then the back of the deck is, I just don't see how this could work. So this is definitely conflicting. I definitely feel like we have 2 different energies here. One that it could actually be both. But for your person's feelings, they definitely love you. You are their dream person. You're the one that they've always kind of, had in their mind as their like perfect fantasy person, male or female, doesn't matter. But because it looks like, I feel like a lot of this, you guys are not together. You've just either kind of taken a break. I don't feel like you're in super long distance. There might be some distance between you, but again, this is collective feelings. And I feel like that might be why your thing is, my power is loving. That way, you know, sometimes because you're in separation, you have to kind of rely on yourself. And also kind of stand your ground by the looks of it. But they are seeing your name everywhere. That means they are getting those signs from their, you know, spirit guides and the divine to bring them back towards you. And they're just trying to figure out how they can make this work, because clearly they do want to marry you one day. If you have been married to this person, which I don't feel like a lot of you have been, but for those of you that have come here who've been married to them, or and you guys are separated or divorced or whatever, I feel like that's them wanting to redo this. And if they don't know how they can make it work, I feel like they're just afraid that history is going to repeat itself if you guys really try again. But that's just how they're feeling right now. And again, this is timeless, so it's whenever you're seeing it, okay? Let me also get some cards from here. I feel like this also draws upon their feelings and thoughts. So we're going to see about that, and then we'll pull on some tarot for you guys. And again, if you have any questions, comments, you can put them in the comment box below, or you can message me personally through my email if you have any other kind of questions that you don't really want everyone else seeing, whatever you feel comfortable with. And again, I do offer personalized readings through different platforms. Happiness is my priority. Have I lost everything? And do you even see me that way? Interesting. And then the back of the deck is let me hold you. Okay, so let me look at this. So yeah, I was looking at the numbers 3977. You might want to check that out for angel number as well. I know it's a very odd number, but sometimes the odd numbers have a really significant meaning. So maybe look up 3977 for angel number meanings to see if there's a different message there for you as well. But okay, so have I lost everything, and happiness is my priority. This again kind of is pulling back towards those people who may have already been with this person. And if you're again in divorce or separation or broken up or taking a break, they do feel like this. I just don't see how this could work. Like they're afraid that they've lost everything and they can't really make it work again. And there's nowhere that they can feel happy right now. And then do you even see me that way? Again, that's for those, I feel like the ones where you guys are in long distance, or any kind of vibes where you give mixed signals, because yes, you want them, but then at the same time I'm feeling that they don't see it. They see more like when you're angry or not resentful, but you get kind of like snappy at them, so they don't think you see them in a way that you actually really want them. They just kind of feel like, because they don't know that by you snapping is you telling them that you want their love. They see that as you trying to push them away, and all they want to do is hold you. You know, the love and the connection for them is through physical touch. And if you guys are in a long distance, again, I don't feel like a lot of you are in super long distance based on all these cards that I'm seeing. But for those of you that are in a like longer distance, they just, you know, they miss holding you, they miss like being in your presence. But the ones that where they are seeing you, I think you put up this guard where you don't allow them to give you like a hug or affection, and you want them to do it, but at the same time you're putting up that guard. And whether it's energetic or like a physical, like crossing your arms, they just don't know what they're allowed to do, so they do nothing, which again kind of brings back to this. But maybe it's because they do have to prove themselves to you to show you that they've changed and they're working on it. So that's where I'm getting for their thoughts and their headspace. So let's go ahead. I'm going to put this aside, and we'll go ahead and check on your tarot for this person, and let's go into that for their intentions as well as like any other things that kind of come up and their upcoming actions. So let's see. Again, if you are liking this reading, please definitely like it. That way I know these are the kind of readings you enjoy. You can comment and subscribe if you want to. It's definitely appreciated. It definitely helps me get more subscribers, and more subscribers equals more videos, and more videos equals more fun for you. So, all right. Let's see what kind of pops out for you guys. This is your person. Again, this is a romantic connection. This is what your person's current intentions are. I feel like we went over thoughts and feelings, but if anything else kind of comes up, we'll see. And I am going to read them as they fall out. So if they're in straight or reversed, I will read them as they come out. Okay, let's do 3 cards. All right, and then the back of the deck is the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so for you guys, and you know what? Let me actually pull some clarifiers. Clarify strength for me, please, Spirit. Okay. I'm going to clarify the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. 2 Wands. Okay. Clarify High Priestess. This is the Sun. And the back of the deck for the clarifier for the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. All right. These are my main cards, but I like to have the clarifiers just to give you a little extra. Okay, so in regards to your person's intentions towards you, group 1, for now, I feel, again, like they don't feel like they're good enough, based specifically on, you know, the love letters that we saw, but they're kind of showing it here as well. Like, they're trying to do what they can. They have a plan in mind. Their intentions are that what they're working on is how to come towards you, how to reconnect with you, how to win you over again. With the Strength card, they are still doing a lot of internal work. You know, yes, you are the one that's kind of grounded them with you being the person and them being the animal, the lion. You know, like you have tamed them, but at the same time, because they don't feel worthy of that, they know that you have a lot of options, and they almost don't, again, they don't see why you want them of all people, especially if you've been together before and it hasn't worked. I think they're like, why do you still want me? They can still feel that energetically. They can still feel that you want them. But they also know, like, intuition-wise, like, they know their intentions towards you are the reason why they keep wanting you. And they don't give up no matter how, like, defeated they feel, is because they are being divinely guided towards you and to come back to you. The Sun, they are still receiving messages from the universe, from you as well. You guys are definitely telepathically connected, so just make sure you are sending them love. But they have more warm feelings and memories of you than they do negative. So even if something bad happened towards you or between you, their feelings for you and their thoughts of you are, and like their dream state and everything like that is more on the positive note. They're getting a lot more clarity. And so even though they can't see where things can change or how, like when they said they can't see what, because they don't know what to be for you right now, or they don't see how it could work, doesn't mean that they don't know how it could work for long term. And that's why I think this is here. The 2 of Pentacles in reverse with the Page of Pentacles here. They have an action plan in mind that they're actually implementing. But the reason why the 2 of Pentacles is here in reverse is because you can't see it. It's something that only they only know what's going on. So they're not really showing you their cards. They're kind of actually, I feel like this is more of a keeping it hidden. They know they have to make a decision, and they are making decisions, but they're not making decisions where you can see. So they are actually putting things forward. They're trying to like earn and this financially wise, I feel maybe part of it, but I don't feel like finances is the only thing that the Pentacles is showing. It is showing like the actual physical aspect of life. So I feel like they may not be showing up for you right now. Again, I feel this is like a separation type thing, but it is their intention to come back to you. And like, again, with it being the King of Wands here and then the Page of Pentacles here to define these cards, it's just a matter of timing. And so we will get to that in a second. And that's for in regards to their actions as well. So I'll look that up in just a moment. Let me go put these over here just so we can get some clear space. So I'm gonna put this here. Before I get to the timing, I'm gonna pull some other oracles just because I think this will help kind of clarify and know if this is more for you or not. Of course, I feel like by now you'll know if if this reading resonates with you. If it doesn't, oh, this one, look, it's upside down. So, oh, these 2 are here. Okay. So, I might have to do, no, I'm going to bring this up to you. So these 2 are actually already upright, so I'm going to keep them. The first card that came over says, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. And then hammer, sabotage, rebuild, interrogation, repetition, persistence, working on it. So actually, I feel like the reason why both of these cards are here, especially the Grim Reaper, but then the hammer is on top of it. So I actually feel like this is very much of a rebirth, kind of like death, right? The death card where it's like everything's over that you know, but that doesn't mean it's over for good. When they say no second chances, it means like you have to this relationship with the person that you're thinking of is over. But that doesn't mean that you can't have a new type of relationship with this person, and I feel like that's where that's coming in. Again, if you've had a divorce with this person or separation, this just means that like you have a chance to rebuild it, but you can't rebuild it back to the way it was. You have to basically start from scratch and consider, when you do get back together, consider this person, even if you've known them your entire life, consider this person as a brand new person, because who you knew is not who's around anymore. Who you know now, who's being developed now, spiritually speaking, and also like physically, you can probably see lots of changes. You probably can't even recognize this person anymore. This is a new person, no matter how long you've known them. So you need to understand that they are, I feel like this is more of a rebuild than it is a sabotage. They're sabotaging, every time that you guys kind of go back to the old selves, you're sabotaging each other. But whenever you embrace the new one, whether it's someone you recognize or not, like if they're suddenly more talkative than they used to be, or their tastes have changed, like you don't question it, because if you question it, it's going to keep bringing up the old and it's going to keep pushing. So you actually kind of want to just like accept it and like say, okay, well, maybe they really are trying to change. I'm not going to question their reasons, because if I question it, then you're kind of falling back into the reality of like the separation of how it started. But if you want this to be rebuilt, then you're going to need to put in the effort to ignore the changes in terms of like asking the whys. You just have to accept them, like, especially if it's something you like, and be like, okay, this is good. This is what I'm wanting, and so I'm going to embrace it. I'm not going to second guess them. I don't feel like they're trying to do something to hurt me. You have to really embrace it as if it's a new person, like you've never had a relationship with them before. Okay, and again, I feel like a lot of these are, again, this is collective, so for those of you who have not been with this person, or only with this person for a short time, which I don't feel is the case for most of you that are here at this pile, but if that is the case for just a few of you, I think it's the same thing. Like, I think whatever happens the first time around, that part of the relationship is over. You're just going to want to try something new with the person again. So I have flirt coming out, and then the back of the deck is new love. So it's kind of similar to that. But let's see. Bring it closer for you guys. So flirt is extend your lighthearted energy to others. And new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Again, if it is still the same person, it's like they're new. So I don't want you to think like it's a whole brand new person in regards to if you really want, I mean, obviously this is all about your specific person that you are asking for. So this is more for them and you. So they're going to be a new person to you. They're not going to be who you were used to before. Definitely remember to be flirtatious. Again, if you have that wall up, that barrier up, then they don't know what to do. They think you don't want them. Things like that. So just make sure you are showing yourself as open. Of course, you can have boundaries that makes you feel comfortable, but then also remember how you want to be seen. If you want them to be flirty, maybe sometimes be flirty with them. But that doesn't mean you have to overextend yourself in order for them to give it back. Give them just a little bit kind of thing, just to show them that you are receptive to that, okay? And then let's see what else kind of comes out for these. Sorry, I'm gonna keep my space clear because I think it helps keep the flow going. All right, we're gonna do one more thing of Oracle decks, and then we'll go back to the tarot to find out what their upcoming actions are towards you and the timing for that, okay? And so, all right, what is person one, their person's thoughts, feelings? What is this for? Group one's person. stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. Actually, back of the deck. And vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. Okay, so that's why I feel like a lot of you have already been with this person. You're just on a break or separated or divorced, whatever the case is. Even if you're divorced, this relationship is not over energetically. You guys are still together. It can really stand the test of time. It can not just stand the test of time, but it can stand any obstacles that are within it. Whether that's another person or work or distance. If there is distance, again, I don't feel a whole lot of distance between this group and your person. You can definitely be open with them and let them know how you're feeling, even if it's good or bad. Again, the power, your power is loving. Like when you express your power, that's the same thing as expressing your vulnerability. When you say, I am scared of XYZ, or it makes me feel unwanted when you don't respond to my texts. Things like that. Being that kind of vulnerable is a good thing. You can be open with them. That doesn't mean that they will change automatically, but just being that open, they'll appreciate it. I don't see them being the runner type. Again, I feel like they really are trying to change their themselves if they haven't already. So that's what I'm getting for that. Okay, so let's get right back to tarot. Move these out of the way. This is for your person's upcoming actions towards you, and then we'll look at the timing for when you can expect to see these actions occur. All right. Again, I appreciate you guys. If you've been watching this far, please remember to like it. Just hitting that little thumbs up definitely helps. So if you could, that would be great. I don't feel like it should take much effort. And otherwise, I definitely appreciate your support in viewing this the whole way, as long as you have. I'm sure it's not, hopefully it's not that boring. All right, let's go and see what your person's actions are. Okay, so I have the 10 of Pentacles coming out in reverse, the 5 of Wands. Okay. And 7 of Wands. Back of the deck is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to get clarifiers for you guys. Clarify 10 of Pentacles in reverse. All right, 6 of Swords. All right, interesting. Clarify 5 of Wands, please. 2 of Swords. Clarify 7 of Wands, please. Queen of Wands in reverse. And then the back of the deck, clarifier for the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so your person's upcoming actions, which again, we'll look at timing in a minute. I'm just going to get this all nice and sorted out for you. Okay. With the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, again, this is upcoming. So if, again, I feel like a lot of you are in separation, this is the kind of confirmation that maybe a lot of you are broken up and or going towards divorce. I feel like right now with this energy, the upcoming actions are going to continue the way they are. A lot of it is just, of course, due to that misunderstandings. You're going to have continuous misunderstandings because both of you are not being very clear in your thoughts of what you actually want from each other. That's why there's a lot of misunderstandings. First, you really want each other, and then you don't, and then you do, and then you don't. And so that's where this hot and cold energy is. It's still kind of going to show up from the looks of it. Again, it might be because you guys are going through a separation, you're breaking up, divorce. Again, I don't know. This is the collective, so if it's not specifically resonating with you in regards to divorce, it could be broken up, it could be moving out, it could be them still in a relationship with someone else. Now, okay, for those of you who are dealing with third-party issues, which I could also see suddenly, that might be why this is here. Excuse me. They are still working on how to get out of the relationship that they're in to come towards you as well. But because of the 5 of Wands being here, they're doing the best that they can to really get out of there. But they also, again, have that hot and cold energy where they don't know if they really want to, because, you know, back at the other cards where they don't know if you really want them that way, or like you keep putting up a guard or things like that, where they start questioning their actions towards you and their decisions. And then this is, again, clarified by here, which the 7 of Wands is very defensive. Like, they try to do the best they can, but then it's never really good enough. And so it's like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. And with it being clarified by the Queen of Wands in reverse, for those of you that are in divorce or separation from your partner and there's no other third party, excuse me, this means that they see you as the problem for their actions. And I'm sorry, even if you're the male, they see regardless of if you're male or female, and if your person's male or female, they feel like nothing they do is good enough, because the Queen of Wands, regardless if it's the person or not, when she's upright, she knows what she wants, she goes for it, and she's very determined. When it's reversed, she still feels that way, but it's more in terms of a manipulation, like you want something from it, like you want to win, like your only thing is very like selfish tendencies versus like selfless and like loving. And that's just because, again, with all these, like if you're going through a separation, if you're going through a divorce, if you're going through some sort of break, again, I feel like this is the collective that I'm getting pulled into. If that is the case, of course, they're not going to see you right now in the best light. And of course, right now, even if they love you to death and they want to get back to you and they just don't see how it could work, it's because of all these underlying defenses that you're presenting. So any actions that they do try is just met with resistance. And so when you give them that, then that's what you get back. And then with the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, for the back of the deck, that's just, again, kind of confirming this, where no matter what they do, it's not good enough. No matter what they actually show up doing, like even if it's even if the bare minimum to them should be good enough, even though you might want more. And so they're definitely in the state of like, I don't even know what to do anymore. Actions wise, I still feel like they're still going to be in your energy. I don't even know if this really needs timing, because I don't feel them actually doing anything towards you. I think this is, well, we can see how long this is going to go on for their energies to change. Let's see. Because right now their actions are very much like, it feels like it's very like more arguments and defensiveness and like trying to, like bitterness is what I'm feeling. So again, this might be why they're saying, I just don't see how this could work. So for group 1, when is their person going to change for... Actually, let me go ahead and shuffle. Change for the better. This is the time it will get for you guys. Because with that being, with the Hangman in reverse, they still keep trying new different ways, but they don't actually know how to implement, like, becoming that new person and staying consistent to it. And this might be also you as well, since it is back of the deck energy. I think you both try to see each other in a better light, but then you get triggered. And when you get triggered, especially with all these coming up, you kind of revert back to the old relationship. So again, if you're wanting to rebuild this, sorry, I'm pointing at my Oracle deck. If you're wanting to rebuild this connection, you need to really step into your power and know that what you want you can have, and you just have to be, very purposeful for it. So time frame I have is 6 months from now. This is, again, timeless. So whenever you're seeing this video, it's 6 months from now when you're viewing it. And so that just means 6 months from now is when you're going to really see this energy shifting for the better. Because right now this feels very negative actions towards you and the situation that you're in. I don't really feel like a lot of it's positive. Again, if it's for those that are really trying to get out of a third-party situation that's in here, 6 months from now is when I can see them kind of resolving that third-party issue, where that third party will move away. But again, we can check, I would say come back in 6 months if you need to. But if you're like me, I tend to not wait that long, because it feels like a long time, but it's really not. But yeah, so 6 months from now is the action time frame for this, where you're still going to kind of see this play out this way for at least the next 6 months. So unless you can shift your energy, because we obviously can't shift your person, we have to shift you. So in order for you to shift, remember to come back to this. Your power is loving. I'm going to read it one more time for you guys, and then we'll be done. You accept your power. So I accept my power, and my self-love blooms. With the energy of its supports, I love that it is safe for me to express my power every day. So remember, Step into your power, claim your throne. Don't let them control your actions and decisions in regards to you. If you want them back in your life, then stay true to that vision and let go of the old relationship that you've had and just focus on rebuilding the new one. And so, yeah, I hope this has helped for you guys, Pile 1. Again, remember to please like, share, subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. If you would like a more personalized reading, please contact me in the description box. Below is the contact information. Otherwise, I will see you another time. Bye. Hi, Group 2. This is your reading. If you pick this timestamp, this deck, or this black crystal, which I'll put right here. Okay, today's topic is, again, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you do get this, it is meant for you. But the topic for this reading is your person's feelings, thoughts, intentions, and upcoming actions towards you with time frame included. I'm going to start today's reading with I Love Myself Because card to set the tone, because I want to start this reading with you and no one else before I pull on your person's energy. This is a romantic interest topic, so this is for those who are seeking information about the person in romance and their thoughts and feelings. So if you're wanting other people's thoughts and feelings, like friends or family, this is not the reading for you, okay? All right, so let's get right to it. Also, if you want a personalized reading, you can always contact me. My information is in the message box below. If I'm not available on any of the platforms, definitely send me an email, because that I always have access to. So yeah, let's get right to it. You are ready. Let's see. Oop, that one flipped out. Okay. Time to Change is your card. It says, this is I Love Myself. I will be patient with myself. All that is worthwhile takes time to change. And I know I am growing every day. I slow down, appreciate all I have done, and continue on my journey. So I feel like change is a good signifier for you guys in this reading, but we'll see what kind of comes out. Before I get to the tarot, let's go right to your person's feelings through love letters, because I feel like that's usually for me the most clear and like, I wonder if that has to do with it. Sorry, we'll see. This gets right into your person's headspace, so let's see what they would say if they were very open and vulnerable and wanted to just tell you exactly how they felt. We're going to check with the love letters for you guys. And Group 2, let's see what comes out. All right, so Group 2, what is your person? This is collective, so again, if not all the cards resonate, then, you know, that's normal, but this should resonate with most of you, okay? Oops, excuse me. I'm only going to pull about 4 cards and then the back of the deck. Person 2, what is their love letter to person 1? I'm going to put that at the end. Okay. Woo. And then the back of the deck. All right. I'm just going to put this at the end just because it says PS. So I don't think it really matters, in my opinion. Okay, so I love this. This is a cute little love letter. So it says, it's a blessing to have you in my life. You are my first thought in the morning and my last thought before bed. My life has never been the same since I met you. I can feel you close to me. P.S. I love you, your boo. So actually, this is nice. It's a good start. I feel like with you guys, Group 2, your person is actually very active in your life right now. This is very collective reading. So again, if it's not resonating for everybody, I'm just pulling on the main ones that are here, but for those of you that are in separation or don't live together, like you are definitely someone that they see or try to be in touch with on the daily. Like there's just something about your connection that really makes them feel good, especially if they know that it's a blessing to have you in their life. And P.S. I love you, your boo. So I feel like you, for the most part, most of you are actually with this person. And I think you just like getting these kind of readings because, you know, it's nice to hear from somebody else what you're feeling about your connection, if it's accurate or not. So let's see what's really going on. Let's get a little bit deeper. This is just the surface level. I'm going to just pull some of these cards as well because I feel like it gets a little more clarity and sticks a little more brutal. So let's just see what kind of pops out. All right. If I follow you, I can lose everything. Interesting. Okay, let's see. they are waiting for you. All right. I'm going to get 3 cards in the back of the deck. I want a fresh start with you. Interesting. Back of the deck is yes. Interesting. I might have to pull what the yes is about. Unless you probably know what that yes is. Well, I'm sure you do, but let me actually just clarify. What does the yes mean? What is yes about? Why are they saying yes? Okay, yes, with the Chariot in reverse. This might be them wanting to kind of slow things down. Especially if they say, if I follow you, I could lose everything. I feel like for some of you, this is not for everybody. And also look up, because the 2 cards that are here are 5 and 1. So look up 51. I know it's just 2 digits, but look up 51 for your angel number, just to see what 51 might represent. Again, just 5-1. It could be 1-5 as well for 15, but 5 came out first. I feel like for a good portion of you I feel for a good portion of you is that you might be the third party, like you might be in a third party situation. Again, this is not for everyone. For some of you, I feel like you are with this person and that's your person. But for others that are also here, just looking at this, if I follow you, I could lose everything. I don't feel like this is for everyone. I feel like this is for those that are in that third party situation. I feel like they might already have a family or, things that kind of like commitments that if they follow you, that no one would support them. And that's probably why this yes is being clarified by the Chariot in reverse. They're thinking they want to slow things down. And if you guys are having any kind of fights or disagreements or just it's very stressful, that's why they want to have that fresh start with you. This is the same for those who are already with that person. I feel like if there is things coming up where, you guys are just kind of go, what's the next step in our relationship, excuse me, that yes, they want to slow down. I think you've probably asked that question. Like, yes, like if you ask, are we still in this? Yes. Are we still, on the same page? Do we still love you? Or do I still love you? Yes. They're saying yes. So yes, they feel those things, but just because they're not showing it through their actions all the time doesn't mean that they don't feel it still. When they say they want a fresh start with you, regardless of if you're living with them in a third party situation, it doesn't matter. I feel like when they say fresh start, this is for those that, it doesn't matter who it's for. It can be collectively speaking. They want a fresh start with you, and because I feel like right now there is a little bit of conflict that's going on between you, which is probably why you might be here as well. For those of you that are in conflict, when they say fresh start, I think they just mean like make up. They not necessarily like always want to start over, but fresh start is like when things were easy, when you guys were first together, when you guys were first talking, things were easy and like there was no questions. And when there's questions, that's when things get like kind of like slow down. So when the questions are there, then the conflict shows up. When you just accept, then it stays kind of like in the flow. But with the whole they are waiting for you, if they're in a third party situation, they're waiting for you to relax and just again allow it to come. Yes, they're going to be with you. Yes, you are the one that they want, but it's just going to take time. And when I say they're waiting for you, they're not waiting for you to make any actions. You do not have to do anything. They're waiting for you to energetically show up when it says time to change. They want you to be patient with yourself. They don't want you to put a timestamp on things, because the more you put timestamps on things, the more waiting they will be doing, because they're waiting for you to slow down. If you are with this person, same thing. They want you to be patient with them. They're waiting for you to just accept the current as if be content in the now. They're waiting for you to be present with them. So part of that being patient with yourself, there is no time constraint in your trajectory of your relationship. Yes, it's scary sometimes to think like, okay, I'm almost at this age. If I'm at this age, I should be here. And when you're thinking that way, then it becomes very stressful in your connection. So that's why the signs are to change, to know that this person, like you are who they love, okay? Regardless of who they're with or not, They love you. This is your person and you are their person. They're yours and you're theirs. And so, they want you to just know that and accept that and know that no matter what they're showing you in the 3D, this is real, okay? So just give them the time, give yourself the time, let yourself know that it's not a race. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. That if people are asking, oh, well, why aren't you with them already? It doesn't matter, okay? That's essentially what I'm getting at. So yeah, let's go ahead, let's move on to their intentions. Sorry, I'm moving these out of the way. Let's go right to their intentions and then their upcoming actions and some oracle cards for you guys. I'm gonna put this over here. Okay, so I hope this is helping or resonating, and then I'm sorry if this is triggering for anybody, but I just tend to read it how I'm seeing it. And so if you have any questions or thoughts, definitely put them in the comment box. If you want to contact me for personalized readings, you can. That way we can pull specifically on your energy and circumstance and see what's going on. But otherwise, definitely like, share, subscribe to my channel. That way, if I'm making videos that you enjoy, and I know that, then I can make more of these, because the more views I get, the more views I get, the better, in terms of knowing what to make. Okay, so, whoop. All right, so there's that. Oh, excuse me. Sorry for shaking the table. All right, so I have the Empress, the King of Swords, the Moon in reverse, and the High Priestess. I meant to do the back of the deck, which is the Sun in reverse, so I'm actually going to take both. So with that said, you know what? Actually, you guys are special. I'm going to do 4 cards, which is not what typical thing, and then the Sun in reverse. So we'll just see what's going on with that. And before I keep going, let's get some clarifiers. Please clarify the Empress. 5 of Wands in reverse. Clarify the King of Swords is the Queen of Swords. Look at that. Okay, I love that. Clarify the Moon in reverse is the Hanged Man. Clarify the High Priestess in reverse is the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Sun in reverse is clarified by the 7 of Cups. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try and move this somewhere where it's not too chaotic. I'm putting these underneath so we can see, and I love this. Like the King and Queen of Swords, this is very significant. This kind of actually confirms for me that you guys are more than not together, especially mentally. Like you guys are just telepathically connected more than not. So there's that. And then the Moon here in reverse, this is for those of you who are also in a third-party issue, or dealing with third parties, but I'll go over that in a second. Okay, so for you guys, group 2, for pile 2, your person's intentions. Your person's intentions with the Empress here first is to make sure you are known that you matter to them. There's no question of this for them. Like, you are who they want to be with. Again, if they're in a third party, it doesn't matter. I mean, that's why the 5 of Wands is here in reverse. Not maybe. That is why the 5 of Wands is here in reverse. They don't know how they can show you anymore. That's probably why this is reverse. That is why it is reverse, because they can show you all they want, but for some reason, I don't think you always believe them, because they haven't, like, for those of you who are dealing with third-party issues, they haven't shown up at your doorstep waiting with their bags to move in with you. But they're trying to clarify that they want you to know that you are the one for them and they are the one for you. For those of you who are living together, this is just where I feel like if you guys continue to have misunderstandings of where your relationship is going or what's next, I think that's where that your person thinks a lot. That's probably why I'm getting I think. Or they're just very, like, on the fence about things. That's what I'm feeling suddenly in regards to how they can show up. But for the most part, your person knows that you're theirs and they're yours, and that you just kind of bring out this you guys are the muse for each other. And I sometimes feel like a lot of it is in the passion that you guys have, those little bits of conflict. Now with the King of Swords here, this is again as part of their intentions. Their intentions for you are to let you know that you matter. They do want to show you. Again, if they're not showing up through their actions and it's kind of confusing, they're trying to correct that. With the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, I feel like you two intentionally tend to see each other in your dreams a lot, and then you're also in very good communication. Now, with the Queen of Swords here and the King of Swords here, the King of Swords is not always the best communicator. They're actually very, like, cold in some cases. So his intentions right now, like, if he's playing hot and cold in terms of how they're communicating, and then the Queen of Swords is what they really want to say, like, they just want to, like, serenade you and write you poetry and things like that, because this is the head and throat. This is what they would say and think. They think about you all the time, and they know that you think about them. There's this, like, telepathic connection between the two, and she, regardless of if it's male or female, she, the Queen of Swords, the feminine energy, is trying to get the King of Swords to do what she wants. But the King of Swords is more present than the King, which means, the King of Swords is more present than the Queen, which means that he, or your person, the masculine energy is stronger, which means that they will only tell you just enough, because they don't want to appear weak, and they feel like if they're vulnerable, then you're not going to think the best of them. But yes, they have a problem with communication, and their intention is to be better, a little bit more clear. You know, the King is still a very clear, informative, so he still wants to be clear, he being the King of Swords, but your person doesn't have to be a he. Your person wants to be more clear about what they want, what they're thinking, and what their intentions are. So they are going to tell you, but they're not going to tell you everything, because even though the Queen is defining that, she's like saying, okay, I want to marry you, and they have all these plans and set in place. They're not going to show it to you. They're going to express to you their intentions are to be with you, but they're not going to tell you all the details that the Queen would tell. With the Moon in reverse, again, for those of you who are in a third-party situation, this is them choosing you over the third party. Like, even though you're the third party, like, you are, yes, they're choosing you over the other person. For those of you and it's just going to take them a little bit more time. Their intentions are held back by the Hangman, so they just can't make the instant move right now. But those of you who are with this person and the Moon in reverse is here, there is no third party for you to worry about that I can see. But if you still have the uncertainty of what's next, that's just because right now things are clearing up with it being reversed. Things are coming to light, and the Hangman here is just to emphasize that it's just a matter of changing the perspective of how you're seeing it, because his intentions are to be upfront and explaining what they want and being clear like the Sun, but it's just because you guys aren't hearing each other is how I'm getting it. And with the High Priestess here in reverse as well, part of their intentions are to not leave you guessing, not leave you questioning, like, if this is the right one, if they're the one for you, that kind of thing. I think you have a lot of questions like, is this the one? And they don't want you to have those questions anymore, so they do intend to show up. And that's what they're doing little by little with the Ace of Pentacles. It is them showing you as much as they can to kind of let you know that they want you. But if you do have those questions of, like, is this person the one I'm supposed to be with? They're trying to tell you yes, but I know because of their actions are very withdrawn sometimes. That's where you could probably question it. So don't worry about it. I feel like this is your person. It's just because with this surrounding energy being the Sun in reverse and clarified by the Seven of Cups, it's them just really trying to figure out what to do next. With the Sun in reverse, for those of you who are in a third-party situation, the Sun in reverse as the back of the deck energy is where I think right now you guys are kind of maybe going through a no contact phase or a minimal contact where you are kind of left in the dark and you just don't know if you should move on, start seeing other people while they figure it out on their end. So that's where this surrounding energy is. If I were you, for you guys who are in a third party situation, if this is the person you want, don't bring in others, even if it's temporary, unless you know for a fact that you can, like, really just tell whoever you're going to hang out with that it's not going to become anything serious, because you don't want to make it more complicated than it is. But for those of you who are with this person already, and the sun is in reverse with the Seven of Cups. I think a lot of it is just you guys, again, not having that clarity, and you're still having this confusion of like if this is the right person. Of course, you always have the choice to leave, but this is just telling you that no matter what you look for, like you're not going to feel satisfied because this person is the only one that's really for you. So you just have to almost kind of accept, when you accept them for how they are, regardless if it's good or bad, because they have revealed as much as they can. And even if it's things you don't like, things that are out of your control, you have to almost like let it go. And know that, yes, like there's going to be different ways you can go about it to kind of change the situation in regards to them, their intentions being just kind of to be clear, but not give you exactly what you want right now. So right now their intentions are just to really kind of just be as present as possible is how I'm getting it. Okay, so I hope that was clear for you. If you have questions, again, please let me know in the comments section below. Before I get over to the timing and the upcoming actions, let me just pull some oracle cards because this is the fun part for me. All right, so let's see what comes out for you and your person in the oracle deck. This one, ooh, codependency came out. And healing family issues. Okay, sorry. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. And healing family issues. Oh, let me pull it closer to the camera. Okay, so for codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. And then healing family issues is also here. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I don't think it's just parents here. Like, I think it's anyone in your family, whether it's siblings, cousins, doesn't matter who. Any kind of like family issues that you guys are having. You need to learn to forgive them, and forgive yourself for anything that's happened. In regards to the codependency, when it's saying addictions, I don't feel like it's just like sex or alcohol or drugs. I feel like the addiction is the attention, the constant need for interaction, that codependency where you're like, okay, I have to be texting them all day, every day. That's your addiction to that specific thing, not the person. Like, yes, it might be from that person. Like if he's texting you or she's texting you and it gives you that high, that's the addiction feeling. So once you can kind of like let go of that, it's going to be a lot easier. And that's probably where these are coming from, where like you have this codependency on like always needing contact, always needing contact. Or always needing to be around this person because you have this addiction towards them. And it's not a bad thing. You know, love is very powerful, but it can be suffocating for the one that's having to continue providing you with your addiction. So if you can just like find a way to divert that codependency towards something else where you can fulfill it, it will make your relationship smoother. But, so that's where I'm getting from. Again, this is collective. So if that didn't resonate with you, don't worry. It's not for you, but for the majority of you, I feel like that was. Now let's see what else is going on here. Okay. This is for group 2. Group 2. Rejection. This rejection is the actually divine protection. Integrity. Does this situation align with your values and morals? I think a lot of this is not conflicting. If you're kind of getting confused, again, if you feel like you're being rejected based on what I'm seeing I feel like this is for those that are in the third party situation more than those that are in the relationship. I feel a lot of it is your person is putting up a boundary, so it feels like a rejection. But know that this is done for your highest good. It's to help you evolve. It's to, help with that change that you need to go through. And when it says, does this situation align with your morals and values? This is a good time, especially with the cards that we were seeing and their intentions. This is a good time for you to sit and really think like, okay, what do they want? What do I want? And what are my values and morals? Like, am I okay with being the third party? Or am I okay with them not wanting to move to the next stage in our relationship? Those kind of things. Like the morals and values that you set are for you alone. So whatever value you're looking for, like you want to get married by XYZ or something like that, that's more of a value. The moral is like, do I feel good if I am with someone that's with somebody else? Those kind of things. So that's where the integrity comes in. I'm not saying that's bad because I've been there. It's what you feel is good for you, okay? So there is no right or wrong. It's just how you feel about the situation, okay? And if it doesn't feel right to me, that's why there's been some delays. And so that's just some food for thought. All right, let me get some more cards, and then we'll go right to your person's upcoming actions. I hope you've liked this so far. If you have, please remember to like this video. The more thumbs up I get, the more I am able to know to make more videos like these. And so that helps. Also commenting, even if you just like say what pile you got is good. But if you have any comments, definitely leave them in the comment section below. I would definitely appreciate that. And again, don't forget, this is a collective reading. So if you want more personalized to your specific topic, please contact me. Okay. Oh, look at this. All right. So we got date and then the snake. So let me bring these closer to you. Date came out first. It says meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. So there's that. And then we have the snake coming out, which is competition, enemy, clever, malicious, looking over over your shoulder, the other woman or the other man, depending on your situation or who you are or who you're with. So this definitely confirms the third party energy that I felt. And then even with the dating, even if it's with your person that you're with, don't necessarily has to be meeting someone new. It just means get back out there, plan and set a date. Start dating your person again, especially if you're living together. Dating was the fun stage, so bring that back. Even if it sounds more fun just to kind of stay in your pajamas and your sweats at home and just cuddle and watch TV on the couch, you know, that's great. But plan a date. Plan a date for you and your person. Even if, you know, you've done the planning before, it doesn't matter. Like, plan it for them. Don't ask them to, because right now this is more about you than them. Take the initiative to plan something and really like bring back that energy that you guys liked about each other. And then with the snake, again, this is that third party thing. There's definitely a third party in this for a good portion of you. It's not, I want you to know it's not competition. They do choose you, but again, like they're just afraid to follow you, because if they do, they'll probably lose a lot of things. And so with that, don't get so obsessed over the other person that's in the picture, because the more you obsess over them, whether they're married to them or with them or have kids with them, it doesn't matter. The more you obsess over that person, the more, more there's rejection, the more there's like that tension between you guys. Okay. So with that, again, and if you're with them, or even if you're in the third party, do more just dates with them. Don't just have like booty calls or things like that for those of you that are in that kind of situation, okay? You want to make it as much as possible, as much as they'll allow. You will want to get more real time with them, okay? So with that, let's get right to the end of this reading for you, and let's see what their upcoming actions are and see what kind of time frame we're looking for with that with our timing oracle deck. And let's just do one more quick shuffle. And I definitely appreciate you taking the time to listen to this video as all the way through your reading. I know it might feel long. If not long, then, you know, whatever you like. Definitely like. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Again, that happened in pile 1. So this is their upcoming actions, and we'll get timing for this. Oh my gosh, okay. Lots of things coming. Okay, and the back of the deck is... Alright. Let's clarify the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, please. 10 of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Came right after. Clarify the 5 of Pentacles, please. 5 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Is the 8 of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Okay, back of the deck is Judgment in reverse. Okay. Alright, let me make this pretty. Alright, you guys. So, actually some very strong upcoming actions from your person. I think right now, especially with the surrounding energy being the King of Pentacles and then Judgment in reverse, I feel like a lot of you feel like there's nothing's going to change. Because you have this feeling of stagnant. And with the Judgment in reverse clarifying that, I feel like you feel this is very karmic. This is very like, There's nothing you can do that will change it because this person is very much set in their ways and withdrawing. So both of you have this withdrawal energy. And then the actions, the fact that it's clarified by the that it starts with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. For those of you who are in a third-party situation, let's go with that. With those of you who are in the third-party situation first, they are going to be getting out of their family dynamic. Again, they know that they're going to lose everything in terms of their family or respect from their family. However it is, they're going to lose a lot. But they have already thought that through. They're going to go for it. They know they have a plan in mind, and they're going, not just in mind, that they're taking the actions necessary to get out of this situation, to come to here, which is changing from one state to the other. That Five of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Cups, they have emotionally checked out of that relationship with their person that they're with, and they're wanting to come towards you in the third party, as the third party, because they have emotionally done everything they could to try to fix their marriage, their relationship with that first person, and nothing's worked. So they have started to implement this change. They're starting to go into separation. They're starting to like really realize like this is not worth it, and that with them, their intentions are to come towards you, like the Knight of Wands. They are now clear-headed, and like their thoughts are aligned now, which is good. That's what's important, is the fact that they have gone through all their grieving, the attempt to fix their relationship, and knowing that you are the one that they want. And so with with the Knight of Wands, and here it's them actually showing up and coming towards you and choosing you at the end of it all. So I love that. So let me see when your person is going to choose you. Oh, you know what? Before I do the timing, for those of you who are with your person, sorry, don't mean to have the cliffhanger. For those of you who are with your person, what this also means for you guys is they don't want you to keep pressuring them to move to that next stage. Their actions are, they have a plan in mind for how it's going to move. They know things need to change, but they are emotionally exhausted from that because they know it's taking a lot. So if they feel withdrawn and they show that they're withdrawn and they show that they just aren't in the mood to interact, it's because they are doing what they can to change the circumstance. They're doing whatever they can to make your life together better. Especially with this, they have to do it with an emotional disconnect. So if they kind of come off a little cold, it's just because they can't multitask. They can't focus on giving you stability and also giving you love, unfortunately. So for them, I know you might want it all. You might want the love, affection, and time, but they can't do that for you just yet. But I do like, again, how this is ending, where their actions towards you are to kind of reignite that passion, to show you that you are always the one that they're going to choose, and they have clear intentions and actions towards that. Again, with this being here, it's just right now the energy is just them not showing all their cards. They want you to just have faith, because right now you don't have faith in this person. But for them, and also for the third party issue, for when they're going to kind of show back up in this passionate state and give you exactly what you've been wanting and waiting for, I have 3 months from now showing up. So whatever time frame, whenever you're seeing this, it is timeless. So when you're seeing it, it's 3 months from this date of you viewing it, is when you're going to start seeing this and the transition happening. So you will see all this happening. And if you don't see it, you will hear about it. You will know about it. But during that time frame, with that 3 months from now, use this as your guide frame. Use the being patient with yourself, that everything you want does take time. So just allow the time, because Pentacles is very slow. And know that you need to use this time wisely and use that to grow every day, to slow down and appreciate the journey that you're on with this person, and know that it is all going to be for the best and the best outcome. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this for you guys, group 2. And if you have, please remember to like, share, or subscribe, to my channel. Definitely leave a comment in the comment section below if you want to, and otherwise I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Be blessed. Hi, Group 3. This is your reading if you pick this timestamp, this deck, or this crystal. Put it right there. Okay. Before I get to the tarot, we're going to pull on I Love Myself Because cards. And just before I do that, I'm going to shuffle these and talk for a second. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you get it, it is meant for you. The topic is your person's feelings, thoughts, intentions, and upcoming actions towards you, and I will be giving you a time frame for those actions as well, regardless of what the actions are. Okay, so again, this is timeless, so whenever you are getting it, it is meant for you. This is collective as well, so whoever is drawn to this deck or reading, there is something in it for you, so just pay attention to that. And also, yeah, so, and if some things don't resonate, it's just because, you know, again, it's collective. So for you guys, the I Love Myself deck, Oracle deck, your card for your reading is forgiveness. I forgive myself for my flaws and shadows. I accept the whole of myself for who I am in this moment. So definitely forgiveness feels like very strong for your reading, you guys. So we'll go into that in a second. Again, before you go into the tarot part, I want to go to your person's feelings. This is also romantic. So this is for those in a situationship or romance or partnership with someone or situationship, whatever it is. If you're looking for more feelings and thoughts on people who are not of romantic interest, like friends, family, coworkers, this is not the reading for you. But if you want a more personalized reading as well, regardless of your circumstance, definitely contact me, and I'll be all that information is in the description box below. Okay, so let's start with your person's. I like to get these love letters because I feel like they really kind of talk more clearly than a tarot card does for me, and it gets right into like their actual words. Oh, that came out. I Want to Marry You One Day came out first. Oh, it's you. It's always been you. I'm actually going to take these. It's you. It's always been you. My heart beats so fast when I see you. How could I hurt someone so beautiful? And I'm sorry for all the things I didn't say. Okay, you guys. So for that, I want to marry you one day. It's you. It's always been you. My heart beats so fast when I see you. How could I hurt someone so beautiful? And then the back of the deck was, I am sorry for all the things I didn't say. Off the bat, especially with this being forgiveness, I feel for a good portion of you guys that are coming to this reading specifically, Group 3, is you are in separation with this person. Possibly no contact or minimal contact. Because of things that they didn't say. I feel like they just don't know what to say, and I feel like that might be hurting you, and they know that it's hurting you, but they just don't know what to say. So that's what I'm getting. But I feel like you still kind of see each other. I think you guys are not in long distance for most of you. I still feel like you might see this person in passing, or you work with them, or you things like that, where you see them once in a while, and you live in like an area where you tend to see them. And if they are your ex, for some of you that's coming through, because I feel like some of you have been together before, I don't feel like you've been married to this person. Again, this is collective, so yeah, I don't feel like this one is that. But let's see what this deck kind of brings up as well that might help me get some clarity. And again, this is collective, so how could I hurt someone so beautiful? There's a lot of stuff going on. But when they see you, they still love you with their heart beating so fast. It's you. It's always been you. And I want to marry you one day. I do like those. I think those are very positive. But these last two, you can tell that this person is still very much in that hurt stage. Which means that you are too, especially with your card being forgiveness. Especially forgiving yourself. So I don't know if something happened where you feel like it was your fault. And I don't want you to feel like that, okay? Group 3, sorry. There is someone else. Ooh, okay. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? And then sex with you. Okay, well, this person definitely, you know, this person has a lot of, this person is very complex. Even though this is a collective, so I know it could be pulling a lot of thems, a lot of other people. Okay, so how could I hurt someone so beautiful? I think it has to do with this, where there is someone else. And I think this is, I feel like, for the most part of you. But they still want to be with you. So this is where they're kind of confused. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? If you guys broke up, again, I feel like a majority of you are in separation. And also possibly no contact or minimal contact. I feel like you might just see each other on social media, things like that. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? And I think it's because of this third person that came in that caused the hurt. Because even if they are remorseful and they're not really with that person anymore, I feel like the trust has been broken. And so with that, again, this is not for everyone, it is very collectiveness. But this is what's being drawn to me. They know they messed up and they didn't know how to explain themselves. And so for all the things that they didn't say, you know, they're sorry. They know they messed up. They know that it wasn't you. It was something that happened to them. They didn't consider you. They didn't prioritize you. Things like that. And they know because of that if they asked you to stay, would you leave? They don't think you would actually stay. They think like you might like the idea of getting back together and getting married and being with each other, but maybe in reality, like there's just so much hurt between the two of you that you actually wouldn't stay. And so with sex with you, I feel like for some of you, so with sex with you, this for some of you, this is telling me that you two still actually have some sexual contact with each other. This is, again, collective. So some of you might still have intimacy with this person on and off, which might give you that confusion. And maybe that's why you feel like, how can I hurt someone so beautiful, or things like that. Because there is still that sexual tension between the two of you. And even if you haven't had sex with this person, they still like want it, because I think you've had it before, they miss it, they think about it, and like that's still on their mind. It's not saying that they want you just for that, but that is definitely something strong with them that they desire still, like that still, even if they are with someone else right now, sex with you is something that they've always enjoyed, they've always wanted, things like that. Also look up the angel number 346. I think this has a message for you in that. So yeah. So this is very fascinating, because I can see how this is confusing on some cases, but again, I feel a lot of this is for you guys are in no contact or minimal contact, and like it's very hot cold energy for a good portion of you. The ones where they want to marry you one day, I think that's always, and then it's always been you, no matter what. They always love you, like that deep down, like to them, you are their wife, their hubby, whoever you are that person for them, no matter what circumstance or person are in there. I think they always know that they are in your life and you're in their life for a reason. So that's what I'm getting for that. Okay, let's move right into their intentions and upcoming actions and some oracle cards for you guys. So let's get to the tarot part. This is for their intentions towards you specifically. And this, again, is timeless. So whenever you are seeing it, it is meant for you. And if you are liking this, please remember to like the video. The more likes I get, the more I know to A, make videos like this, and B, this also gets pushed out to others to see it, because YouTube has that fun algorithm that they have criteria for. And also the more subscribers I get, the more known I get, which of course is always a good thing. I'm not necessarily here to be known, but I am here to keep providing you with content, and this does take time, as you can tell how long this video is in length. It's not a quick video, so this does take time, and I appreciate your love and support, and I appreciate that you watch these all the way through. If not, that's fine. So yeah, let's get right to it. So this is for their intentions. I have the Seven of Wands coming out in reverse first. I'm gonna get the cards out first before we talk it over. Hermit in reverse. Interesting. Okay. your person's intentions towards you, group 3. Ooh, a lot of cards falling out, so lots of thoughts. I'm not going to take all the cards. I'm going to take the top one, the Lovers, and then the back of the deck is the 6 of Wands in reverse. Let's get some clarifiers for you guys. Okay. Clarify 7. Oh my gosh, your person has lots of thoughts. Or intentions. So that's not bad. These cards don't usually jump that much, so that's interesting. Sorry, I'm picking up cards that fell on the floor because I feel like they are necessary. Okay, group 3, let's get to it. Please clarify 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I'm going to take this. Alright, let's see. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to keep it in reverse. 5 of Cups reversed. Clarify the Hermit in reverse, please. Ace of Wands, okay. Clarify the Lovers, please. Oh, you know, I'm going to take both. Temperance and the Empress. All right. That's actually really cool. Sorry, I like seeing how these cards come out. And then the clarifier for the 6 of Wands in reverse is the 6 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Okay. For you guys, group 3. Group 3, yep. Sorry, I had to really think that through. For your person's intentions, this is what their intentions are towards you. It doesn't necessarily mean their actions, which I will go over in a moment. Their intentions towards you. 7 of Wands reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the Lovers. So, and then the back of the deck being the 6 of Wands in reverse. Lots of actions being held back. So their intentions are, they've gained some clarity with the Hermit in reverse, but they haven't really sat with themselves to really know why. They are very much action-oriented. They kind of don't think before they act. They just do. And that's why the 7 of Wands is here in reverse with the 5 of Cups in reverse. Their intentions for you with the 7 of Wands in reverse is to give you some space, actually. Which might be why this whole no contact and withdrawing, and I'm sorry for all the things I didn't say. That's why these all kind of came out. Sorry, I'm pulling at the cards. Because I feel like they've overwhelmed you. You two have been through such hot and cold energy is what I've been feeling. And sorry, I'm looking at some things here with you guys. Hot and cold energy that you guys are almost kind of like fed up with each other, and that's what their feelings are for their intentions, which is why they're withdrawing. They're not going to try so hard anymore. It's not that they've given up, and it's not that they're going to let you go. They definitely won't. But right now they're taking that pause, that step back. So again, I feel like that's why you guys are in minimal contact, and that's why you feel hurt right now because you don't see them putting in this effort. And that's where this forgiveness is kind of coming in for me as well. For you guys, where maybe right now as you're in this like really, you two are in the state of like not reflecting what's happened and why it's happened. And so when you do that, like your person is giving you that time because they want you to also have some clarity. Because with the Lovers being here, with clarified by the Empress and Temperance, you two together are a dynamic couple. Like with these two cards being the underlying for the Lovers, like let's take a look. Lovers, as we all know, is one of the best cards in terms of like relationship. It means unconditional love. It means like this is your divine counterpart where like your everything is always bringing you two back together, because it is being defined by the Empress as well as Temperance. Like their intentions are to allow you guys to kind of have this rebirth of like stepping into your divine feminine energy, whether you're male or female, doesn't matter, but your divine feminine energy, bringing that back, bringing the balance back between both masculine and feminine, really embracing both sides of you, the dark and the light, the angel and the demon, bringing it all back into balance. And that's where that forgiveness comes in, because once that happens, their intentions are to come back towards you with love, to claim you, to choose you, to everything. But right now, their intentions, because it's being clarified with the back of the deck being 6 of Wands in reverse and the 6 of Cups in reverse, if there is someone else, right now they're not going to leave that person only because they don't see how they can win with you. They can in the long run. Their higher power, higher self is guiding them towards that, but they know right now they need to give you this space, this time to heal, and they also need to heal because of the Ace of Wands. They need to respark that interest. They need to respark the chemistry. They need to respark all these things that have been that like obstacle between you. Aside from just being, if there's other persons and people involved, they just, and again, I don't feel that's for everybody, okay? That's for just some of you. For those of you that don't really have a third party involved, again, I feel like they just really want to rebuild, and their intentions towards you are to just be with you and only you, and to pick you and to have the life and love that you guys want. But with these here, they just can't see it right now because of all like the negative parts towards these positive cards that are normally, when they're upright, are great. It means victory and great connections. But right now, it's very much lots of tension, lots of hurt, lots of like, again, the things that they didn't say. And so their intentions are to let this kind of simmer and clear the air. I feel like the hurt and the things I didn't say is a lot more recent than not. I don't think the stuff that's happened, again, this is timeless, but the stuff that's happened to you and your person, I think is very recent. I don't feel like it's like something that's been going on for years. I think it's the hurt is something that happened to you guys recently within the last, I'd say, at most the last 6 months, okay? I don't think it's anything beyond that. If it is, it's for very few of you, okay? So in other words, what I'm getting at here is for your person's intentions. They definitely aren't going anywhere. They are coming back to you, even if you're in no contact right now. They just need everyone, you and them, to really gain some like more stability in yourselves, and that starts with you guys both. With you forgiving yourself. By you forgiving yourself, your person will feel that energetically, and they'll start to forgive themselves as well. But let's go ahead and get some oracle cards before I go into their upcoming actions. This just gives it the reading a little bit more depth, which I know people like. Okay. And also, if you do like this, I definitely would appreciate you guys liking it. Just hit that thumbs up. That really helps me and my algorithm just to know I'm making the right videos for you. It doesn't tell me who likes it. It just shows me the number. And also, if you do want to leave a comment, that'd be great. You can say whatever you want. If you hate this video, you can tell me that too, just so I know what to make for future videos. And if you do like it, then I know what to make future videos for that as well. So the two cards that we have coming out for you are Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to have fun. Of fun to shine. Wow, I can read. And then Forgiving and Learning. Again, forgiveness. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So this, to me, a lot, especially with that hurt and all these things, forgiveness is such a key component for your reading, you guys, group 3. So, and you don't just need to forgive and forget. Forgive and learn. Learn why things happened, whether it's because of something you did or they did. Learn from it, and then just know that you won't allow it to happen again, whatever that is, and you're gonna allow yourself to change and become the best version of yourself, so that your person becomes the best version of themselves, because you two definitely mirror each other. And then Playfulness. So if you guys are still in contact with this person here and there, be playful. Maybe that's where that whole sex with you is coming through. Like, you don't have to have sex with them, but just be playful, be flirty. Just be your carefree self that you are, because I can feel it within you as well. So just be that again. Even in your daily life, it doesn't have to be just with this person. Like, by you just enjoying your everyday, like go do something fun for yourself, with your friends, with your family, something that just kind of lets you laugh and have fun. That will kind of recapture your playfulness, and that will change your energy, and it'll just make you feel a lot lighter. Okay, so there's that. Let's see what else comes out for you in this deck. Alright, so for you guys, group 3, we have obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement, and trust. It is safe to trust in the situation. Okay. Oh, I actually like this as well. This one was on the back too. You can expect the apology you want to hear. I think that comes with forgiveness. I'll take that out here just so you guys can see. You guys are lucky you get a third one. So, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Trust, it is safe to trust in the situation. An apology, you can expect the apology you want to hear. Unhealed wounds, again, this has to do with your forgiveness. The more you forgive yourself for your flaws and shadows, and the more you forgive yourself for anything that your person has done to hurt you, the more you can start moving forward. And when it says trust, it is safe to trust in the situation, that just tells me that, like, the more you can love and trust and forgive, trust will come. Sorry. So the more you can love and forgive your person for the hurt that they've caused you, for not saying what they should have said, just to have trust in yourself, if anything else, like, know that you did not make the wrong choice. Okay? Your choices were what they were. You cannot go back and change them. There's no reason to regret what you did, because you can learn from what you did, whether it makes you more compassionate, makes you more understanding, makes you, like, kind of look at it from, like, a psychologist perspective or an outside perspective. Write down what's happened in your story and then change the names as if they're somebody else, and then reread it saying, like, okay, put a friend's name in there with their person and reread that story. And if you were that person's friend, what would you say? That kind of thing. Like, trust your judgments. Your judgments are usually more on point than not. But again, you can expect the apology you want to hear. For those of you who have been hurt by your person, which I feel like a lot of you have, and for them not saying what they should say, the apology will come. But a lot of that comes with you apologizing to yourself first. And that is usually, like, one of the key components is for you to say sorry to yourself for allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to be closed off, whatever happened that caused the circumstances to unfold. So definitely forgive yourself, apologize to yourself, and you will also hear an apology from your person. Okay, so let's get one more thing before we go back to the upcoming actions. Last reminder to not last, but one of the last reminders, I'm sure, to like and subscribe and share. That would be great. Cassette came out first, which it does say outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. If that is the case and you're replaying all the bad stuff that's happened, how they've hurt you, what happened or not, you need to stop that, because the outdated thinking and replaying the events that you didn't like will actually continue to perpetuate into your future. What you want, of course, back of the deck is paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. This kind of brings back to that being playful card over here. There it is, the playfulness. So bring this back, let this go, and that way you can start that forgiveness thing. Being happy, enjoying the now, enjoying you as who you are outside of the relationship with them will actually encourage that relationship to become better. So that's what I'm getting for you guys in regards to your oracles. So now let's get right to what the upcoming action, and we'll get from our timing cards when you can expect this action to take place from your person. So this is your person's upcoming actions towards you. Group 3. All right, we have 6 of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Wands, and let's get one more card. Queen of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Back of the deck is the 5 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So let's get some clarifiers. Clarify the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, please. Is the 3 of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Clarify the 8 of Wands. Is the Page of Swords. Okay. Clarify the Queen of Swords in reverse. Is the Knight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Lots of good, interesting cards. 5 of Swords is clarified by the Star. All right, let's get right to this. This is, let me move this over here. All right, for you guys, group 3, your person's upcoming actions towards you, especially if they are with a third party. I actually think this is about them. They are going to be breaking up with that third party. I'm going to go over this with 2 different ways. So the ones that are with the third party, that there is someone else and that they've hurt you because of that, they are no longer going to be with that person. That's why the Three of Swords is here. They're going to end that relationship and no longer put in towards it. And because of that, they are going to be coming back towards you with the Eight of Wands and the Page of Swords. They're going to communicate that. I feel like you're going to start getting more text messages from them. They're going to start speaking out more about wanting to see you, trying to run into you more often, things like that. But then the action here with the Queen of Swords in reverse, in it being clarified by the Knight of Cups in reverse, I feel like their actions are actually going to kind of trigger you. Sorry, I just lost my power, so that's why it's dark now. Let me see. I'm actually going to turn on my lights. Oh, hold on. Sorry guys, I lost my power for a second there, and this just got super bright, so let me turn that down. Okay, sorry. The Queen of Swords, let me fix that. Okay, so the Queen of Swords in reverse with the Knight of Cups in reverse, for your person's actions are going to be that they won't always have the right words to say. They're going to say things that will continue to trigger you, even though that they're coming back towards you. So I almost feel like their actions are going to be disbelief. Like, you're not going to really believe them. You might feel like they're trying to manipulate you, and it might come off as like fake, like with the Knight of Cups in reverse. I think that might be where the whole sex with you is coming in, where you will feel like you're a booty call at first. So just understand that that's what's going to happen. They're going to probably try to come back to have sex with you or be intimate towards you, and it's going to be very like superficial and not like, and again, this is their upcoming actions, so don't take this as their set in stone actions for life. It's just for this upcoming, which we'll check into in a minute. But if it comes off like they are talking you in circles or they're not being very clear, their actions are just because they're trying to still figure things out with you. But as much as they still want you, they're still terrified of it. With the surrounding energy being the Five of Swords in reverse, being clarified by the Star, this is good. I like that this is in reverse. That means they don't want to fight anymore. They just want to be with you. And with the Star being here, they know that they've hurt you. The Star comes after the Tower card. This means that they're going to rebuild. They're going to fix things, and it's being clarified by them trying to be more clear and with that, and not causing you to just be pissed off or confused or whatever. Again, for those that aren't with, there's no third party issue. This definitely means for me that they're done hurting you, that they've realized their mistakes in hurting you, and they want to stop that. So whether they've been hot and cold and then it's hurt you, they're aware of that now, and they're going to change for the better. But again, I don't think a lot of you are going to believe that at first. But they're going to do what they can to try to prove themselves to you. And so for that, let's see when this will occur for you guys. January. So whenever you are getting this by January is when you'll start seeing the actions. If you're already in January when you're seeing this, you're going to start seeing that shift right now. If it's February when you're seeing this or otherwise, it's going to be by January of next year. Again, this is timeless. So this can also change depending on your circumstances, but January is what is coming out, the new year, things like that. So if you have any questions though, I would definitely be happy to answer them in the comment section. If you don't want to ask in front of everybody, you can email me. My contact is in the description box below. But again, group 3, thank you for staying and enjoying this for your video. If you do like it, please remember to give a good thumbs up. I definitely appreciate that. If you don't like it, definitely leave me a comment to let me know what you do like. And otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye. Hi, group 4. This is your reading if you pick this timestamp, this deck, or this crystal, which I'll go ahead and put over here. Okay, before we get right to our tarot, we're going to go ahead and start with, and I love myself because card, because I want to start with you before we tap into others' energies. This topic is your person's feelings, thoughts, intentions, and upcoming actions towards you. That will also be given with the time frame. Also, remember this is a collective reading. So I am reading for the collective, not just for you. So I am pulling on a lot of energies, time, and space. So whenever you are getting this, it is timeless and meant for you. But if you do want a more personalized reading to your circumstance, I do encourage you to book a reading with me. You can do that through my email or the platforms I'm on, which you can find in the description box below. Okay, and this is also a romantic interest only. So if you're looking for feelings, thoughts, and whatever in regards to other type of relationships such as family, friends, or coworkers, this is not the reading for you. I will do one of those in the future if I haven't already, depending on when you get this video. All right, so let's get right to it. What is your card? All right, compassionate change. Let's bring it up to you. Today, I treat myself with the deepest compassion. I ask of myself, how can I help you, my dearest friend? I listen and make changes that reflect my ever-growing self-love. I love that. That's good. Compassionate change. That's definitely a very good, good card, and definitely good things that we'll see what comes out from this. Okay, so for your person's feelings and thoughts, I'm going to pull on the Love Letter Oracle deck as well as the Hermit Tarot, because I feel like this will help get to their feelings and thoughts more clearly. It won't leave you questioning things. I know tarot, it can be confusing sometimes, especially if there's a lot of explanations, but let's get right to their feelings. This is what your person would say if they are open and honest and true to what their heart is saying. So for you guys, group 4, what is your person's thoughts or feelings? Sorry. I'm going to just pull a few more. Give up on us. I'm going to pull one more. I'll let one jump out and then... Okay. I love this. All right, this is a cute reading. Go ahead and put this over here. So, I will never finish falling in love with you. I can't stop thinking about you. Please don't give up on us. You are as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside, and I cannot hide my smiles even when we are apart. So for the most of you, from what I'm feeling for this off the bat in regards to their feelings, you and your person are for the most part together, but the don't give up on us. I feel like if you guys aren't living together or you're dealing with third-party energies, things like that, especially when you're apart, they still love you. And they'll never finish falling in love with you. Every day that they think of you, they fall more and more in love with you. Every time they see you, they fall more and more in love with you. They can't get you out of their mind. And the fact that they don't want you to give up does tell me that, like, you guys have had moments where you're struggling and you just want to, like, call it a day and just find someone new and, you know, stop, like, waiting for this person. But, of course, it's always up to you. If you don't want to sit and wait, you don't have to. Of course, sit and waiting doesn't mean that you have to stop your life completely. You can still go out and have fun. You can still flirt with others. But don't give up on the connection if you feel like this is the person for you. But yeah, so with that, let's see what else they are thinking about in regards to you. Group 4, what is your person's thoughts? Okay, reach out. I'm not reading reversals with this deck. Do you think about me too? And let's do one more card. Woo! I worry about us a lot. Okay, so I'm putting this over here. Sorry about my arm stretching. Reach out. Do you think about me too? I worry about us a lot. So the reach out can go 2 ways. I feel like A, you can reach out, or B, they will reach out. If you are the one, excuse me, that is constantly reaching out to them, then you don't have to keep doing that. I do feel like they will. Actually, maybe the fact that you don't reach out to them anymore might cause them to reach out to you to see if you're still interested, which is why they say, please don't give up on me. Do you think about me too? It definitely goes along with I can't stop thinking about you. I feel like they obsess over you more than you might over them. Maybe the reason why they keep popping up into your mind is because they constantly have you on theirs. That's how it usually works. 99% of the time, when you're thinking of them, they've thought about you first, actually. That's usually how it works. But there are times where, like, if you randomly put someone in your head, like you purposely put someone in your head, they'll think about you a couple days later. That's how it works. When it comes to you and you had no like intentions of thinking about them, that's when they think of you. So the fact that they worry about us a lot does tell me that it kind of confirms the please don't give up on us. So these are all very like synchronistic, where their thoughts and their feelings match, that they worry that you will give up on them and you'll go find somebody else, and because they can't give you everything that you want right now, that it's, you know, they're gonna lose you. So that's where they worry. Now, if you are still together, for some of you, again, this is collective, so I'm reading on a lot of energies. If you guys are still together, but not fully invested, because I don't think anyone that's in this is married to this person or in a like living situation with them either. Yeah, I don't feel that here. So if that is the case, if I'm wrong, definitely let me know in the comment section. But again, I feel anyone that's here, that's been drawn to this pile, it's because you aren't like physically with this person constantly. But you might still see them every now and then, because even when we are apart means you might still be with them every now and then. And you guys are in a relationship that's maybe long distance. That's probably why they worry about you, that you just won't, that because they can't be with you constantly, that you're going to give up. They're going to worry about that's happening, and then, you know, all that kind of stuff. So also look up the number 117 for your angel number. That might have some information there for you as well about you and your person. Sorry, I'm going to to the side. So yeah, let's go right into the tarot part of your reading. This is going to go into your person's intentions and their upcoming actions towards you specifically. So I'm actually going to, sorry, I'm trying to fix this. So, okay. So for your tarot, let's see what's going on with your person's intentions towards you. Again, this is a collective reading and timeless, so whenever you are seeing it, it is meant for you. But if you could please remember to like it. Just give it that thumbs up. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort to like a video. This does help me create more videos like this, and it helps you also get more videos similar to this in your suggestion, because that's how YouTube works, and that's how algorithms work. They go based off of, so even if you're just watching it, that's fine. I appreciate the likes. I definitely appreciate the subscribes, because subscribing to my channel does definitely help me know that I'm making content that you enjoy, and I can keep making it. If I don't get a whole lot of subscribers, then I keep thinking like, well, I guess you guys like it enough to watch, but aren't really invested in it, which is fine. Doesn't matter to me either way. Of course, I appreciate it, and I love you guys to death. So, sorry, I was rambling while we were shuffling. What is your person's intentions for you guys? Pile 4. Yeah, 6 of Swords coming out first. Page of Cups in reverse. Okay. Page of Cups. Let's do 3. Oh, actually, this came out 6 of Wands. Back of the deck is a 4 of Swords in reverse. Let's go ahead and get some clarifying cards. Please clarify the 6 of Swords, Spirit. The 5 of Wands. Clarify the Page of Cups in reverse. The King of Pentacles is what I'm going to take. It's the top one that flipped over. Please clarify the 6 of Wands. 2 Cups. Awesome. Back of the deck, Strength in reverse. All right. Go ahead and put this over here for right now. Let's see. This should be fine. Okay, you guys, so let's get right to your person's intentions towards you. So I am enjoying what I'm seeing personally, overall. Sorry, I was going to see if I can move this down, but this is better. Okay. Okay, sorry, you guys. So for their intentions towards you, especially with the don't give up on us, and when... for you guys that, sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. They love you. I'm going to talk about this kind of scattered a bit. They may not show up that they love you. Their intentions are to, their intentions may come off like very cold. They may actually withdraw a bit more, especially when they're saying don't give up on us and when we are apart. For those of you that are apart, I do feel like with this, like, sorry, I'm just thinking this through. I don't feel like a lot of you are in a third party situation. I really don't. But for those of you that are in a third party, sorry, I'm looking at my other oracles that we took before when they worry about you. With them, they're worried that you are going to move on without them, but they're not going to really put in the effort and express their love to you, you guys. Sorry, I'm moving the cards around. Because they're trying to really more prove themselves than just talk about their emotions. And so they're actually withdrawing their emotions because they are planning, they're intending to be more focused on not just their money, but focusing more on grounding themselves, which is why they're coming off as cold. That's why they don't really want you to give up on them, because even though they look like they're not caring and they're taking themselves away from your connection, especially with the Six of Swords here, where they're like, they're going to allow you the chance to move on because they love you so much, actually. And they know that it's coming up with that confusion energy because you thought things were great between the two of you. You saw it going somewhere, but then they become very hot and cold, and now you're confused. So their intentions are to honestly let you keep going forward in your journey. They want you to go without them, but they don't want you to go without them for very long, which is why this guy is like following them, right? There's 3 of them. So you are going to move forward, but they're going to be a couple steps behind you, kind of still walking behind you without you even noticing, really. So even though you're maybe not in full contact with them, or this very cold and hot and cold energy, they are still following you, and they still want you, and they still don't want you to give up on them, and they think about you always, and that, you do bring them joy. They still are going to be a few steps behind you. And then with that, again, the Page of Cups showing up in reverse, it may come off towards you that they don't care. And it may come off towards you that their intentions are to do nothing. You won't see their emotions. They're going to be hiding it because they're going to try to be more like stoic and proving to themselves that they're realizing that they need to have more grounding and maturity than they do need that like passionate love, because right now they're showing emotional immaturity. So it kind of comes off like they don't care. But with the Six of Swords being here at the end, clarified by the Two of Cups, like your person wants you to know that their intentions are, at the end of the day, you are the prize. They are going to do what they can to get towards you. They're going to follow you and become that person, that victorious person, and you're going to be there to welcome them with open arms. And their intentions are, because you guys have the soulmate energy, they just, they want to show you that you're a soulmate to them, and that it's going to take these to get to that. So it's going to take that hurt to get to the victory. Again, that's where the compassionate change comes in, where you have to be compassionate towards yourself. You have to be compassionate towards yourself and let yourself know that this is all happening for your highest good, and ask how you can help yourself in the meantime. Again, spending time with friends and stuff and things that make you happy outside of this connection. The surrounding energy for this intentions are the Four Swords. No, it might be part of the Four Swords, but the Four of Pentacles in reverse. It's that person letting go of any jealousy issues. Your person letting go of any jealousy issues. Also knowing that like what you have is what you can control, but all you can really control is what you have. You have no control over outside of you. You can hold on to it, but just remember, when you hold on to it, especially with it being in reverse, it can fall out. And maybe it's right now because it is clarified by Strength in reverse. That does show like you guys have these weak moments. You get easily triggered. Anything your person does or says, or you see them doing on social media, for example, triggers you, and it kind of brings you back to this state of you're losing everything, but you're really not. And it might feel like you're hitting rock bottom, but as they say, you sometimes have to hit rock bottom for you to go up. So don't have any concerns. I know it's easier said than done, but know that this is all for the best. And just be compassionate with yourself. Be okay with being hurt. Be okay with crying. Be okay with feeling all the negative feelings, because even though, you know, they say you have to stay positive, yes, you can stay positive, but also acknowledge the crappy sides of life, because that will actually make you more compassionate towards yourself specifically. Okay, so before I get into your person's upcoming actions, let's get some oracle cards. I always love this part just because it gives us a little more depth into your person personally. So let's get that really done real quickly. And again, please remember to like, share, subscribe to my channel. If you do want a more personalized reading, those are available for you through the different platforms, and also by contacting me personally, which all that information is in the description box below. And definitely remember to like, share, and comment. Okay, I got honeymoon, and I'm going to take that back. Love yourself first. Look, it's the same thing as here. Okay. Let's take a look. So honeymoon, this is actually interesting. It says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So with the honeymoon though, I'm actually very interested. I think a lot of this is just, it's not necessarily even about you and this connection with this person, but it could be like if you guys still like are together, just enjoy the time you have together while you have it, especially if it's very limited. But if you're not together, like on a daily, and you're in separation and things like that from the ones that I got for the collective, enjoy not just the romantic honeymoon phase with your person, but also yourself and your friends. Just like enjoy the holiday time. Enjoy whatever that means. Not necessarily a holiday, but enjoy life like it's a honeymoon. Like, just, you know what it is like to be on a honeymoon, to be very carefree, very like outgoing and confident and things like that. By kind of stepping into that power, it will kind of really help your situation. And then, of course, to love yourself first kind of mirrors the whole compassionate change, right? Where it says by you giving yourself that self-respect and makes you more romantically attractive, you know, putting yourself first, like giving yourself time, making time for you and your friends, things like that. That's what's going to kind of make you look, especially to your person, very attracted to you, because that's probably what they were attracted to begin with, was that you were just like this person that really was themselves. You weren't like anybody else. You stood out because you didn't care what people thought, or you didn't care how you acted. You were just being you, and if they didn't like it, so what? So yeah, let's see what else kind of comes out for you as well. Again, this is collective, so if you want a more personalized reading, definitely get one with me. This is pulling on a lot of energies through time and space, because it is timeless. Okay, retreat, time alone, or in nature will help you recharge, and then play hard. Find a time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. This is very, again, same energies I'm getting, where you just need to really remember to have fun, you guys, group 4. And retreating, like, it's the whole loving yourself, the honeymoon, like just taking that step back, the 4 of Pentacles that came out in reverse. Letting go of time, letting go of constraints, letting go of expectations, and just go do something fun. Go do something in nature. Go to the beach. Go to a walk in the woods. You know, someplace maybe safe for sure. Take a friend if you're not feeling safe by yourself. But things like that. Just go do something and then play hard. Just like go to a playground and play on the swing set or something like that, where you can just have fun. Go see a movie that will make you laugh. Things like that. Don't just like stay at home and wonder and wait, because when you're in that waiting energy, that's all you're going to continue to get. Okay. And let's get one last thing before we go back to their upcoming actions. So, let's see what pops out. Passion, and I'm only going to take that one and the back of that. Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally. And then I got keys on a ring, which is many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. So this is just, honestly, it's that reigniting that passion, the honeymoon phase, the insane chemistry. Let me bring this closer so you guys can see it. Okay, so for the first one, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. Your person and you definitely have this, okay? The passion is clear. They can't get you out of their mind. And they will always continue to be in love with you. So don't worry about that. And then the keys on a ring with many options. They know, you know, that's why they worry about you a lot, or your connection a lot, because they know you have options, and they know that sometimes they feel like you feel like you're being strung along, that they only want one thing from you. And so with that, that's probably why you kind of feel that way, but don't worry. You might have to just accept how things are right now, but things will change for the best, okay? All right, and so let's get right down to the last bit for what your person's upcoming actions are towards you specifically. And let's see what kind of comes out for you guys. Group 4, what is your person's upcoming actions? And I'll get a time frame for you guys from my timing oracle deck. Also remember again to like, comment, or subscribe to this channel. Definitely liking the video helps because then I know to make more of these. All right, so Queen of Pentacles, upcoming actions for your person. 3 of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups, liking that. Back of the deck is 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Let me just do quick clarifiers. I'm gonna move this out of the way, guys. Okay, clarify the Queen of Cups, or sorry, Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Swords in reverse. That's good. Clarify the 3 of Cups in reverse. Is the Queen of 3 of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Wands. Clarified the Knight of Cups. Alright, it is in the Lovers in reverse. Very fascinating. Okay. Back of the deck is the 2 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Let's see. This is what your person's upcoming actions are, okay? And we'll look at the time frame for when these actions will take place. So just give me 1 second. Let's go over these first. So your person's upcoming actions towards you, group 4, honestly, is to give you more time, to actually spend more time with you. They've kind of cleared out a lot of their negative thoughts about all the what ifs that are bad. Like, what if this doesn't work? What if that doesn't work? What if da-da-da-da? Any kind of negative energy, they've cleared that out, and they want to start like really being with you more because they see you as this nurturer. They want to take care of you as much as you taking care of them. With the 3 of Cups in reverse, again, if they want to spend less time with like friends and more time with you, but they also kind of know that they need to let go of like some of their habits, like where they chose others over you. So they actually will start prioritizing you more because they see what you're worth and they're going to show you with the Queen of Wands, which is action oriented. They're going to start breaking away from their old habits, their old ways, and be more affectionate towards you specifically because they know, like, especially if they were in a third party issue, they're going to detach themselves from the third party and come more towards you, especially with this Knight of Cups showing up. They are going to start being more passionate, more loving, and more like telling you how they feel. And it's interesting, though, that it is clarified by the Lovers in reverse. This is them just being, I feel like, very uncertain that you will be accepting of that, only because I feel, based on these cards as the underlier, for these cards, I think they feel like you might doubt them sometimes. But they're going to do their best to kind of prove you wrong, because if they ever worry that, like, if you're meant to be, or if you ever worry if you two are the one, like, soulmates, this is just that, like, you guys are still in that, like, what if stage, and you're kind of trying to release that. And that's because the 9 of Pentacles here showing up in reverse, it's just kind of like you both feel that codependency, and you both know that you have to make a choice, and the choice has been made, and it's not about being single anymore. It's not about the actions is not about being single and doing whatever they want. The actions are going to be being single, but also choosing to be with you. So to find that balance, to take away the what ifs, to take away the doubts and fears, and just really embody the love, choosing you, making you the priority, and things like that. So let's see when this will happen, when they're going to, ooh, this came out real fast. I'll take the top card. Well, I'll take both. It says between October and December. So depending on when you're seeing this, if you are within those 2 months, it's going to be within those, that time frame between October, November, December, when you'll see this change, when you'll see this action take place. If it's like in December, it'll happen then. I don't feel like it's going to be between December to November because October, because October is first, is behind it. So it's going to be between these 3 months. If you're in the beginning of the year, it's January, you're going to have to kind of wait a little while before you'll start really seeing action. Again, it'll start, for some of you, it'll happen in October. The rest will be like December. I feel like it's going to be between those time frames. Excuse me. But within that time frame, regardless, while you're waiting, if you're nowhere near that right now, like focus on this. Focus on compassionate changes again and ask yourself how you can help yourself, because you are your best friend, okay?